What's up, Colbe Clubs? Welcome back to another video. Join me, Colbe, and I'm a favorite little penguin named Mo. Alright guys, so murder mystery trading. We all know you can trade in murder mystery too. It's pretty self-explanatory. But each item has like a certain amount of like value that everyone goes by. So like some items are rarer than others. It's not like every golly is worth the same. Some gollies are trash and some gollies are pretty good. For example, if you try to trade a Nightblade for like a Luger cane, they would call you crazy. But here's the question, how do these values come up? Who thought of these values and like, why is everyone using these values? And how do you predict the values for future items coming in the future? And that's what we're going to be talking about today, how to predict values of items. You can also predict the values for items that like are already in the game and have value. So like if you don't want to use the MM2 values or supreme values or any other values, there are a lot of them. You can make your own values for these items since values are subjective, right? So if you guys like said, make sure to drop a like, subscribe for now, and turn on post notifications to miss new videos. Join the Colbe Club. And be sure to down in the comment, let me know what your best item in Murder Mystery 2 is. And I guess let's get right into figuring out how to value Murder Mystery items. So I guess the first thing we really need to talk about, and probably the most important thing, is supply and demand. Alright, you guys have probably heard that phrase before. It's pretty much how like any item in any store gets like their price. That's pretty much how like any value anywhere in the world gets its value. So it pretty much depends on how many are in the game and how badly people want it. You guys remember that seashells rap meme? Yeah, it applies for Murder Mystery 2 values as well because it's not really any different from any sort of value in the world. So if an item is like super rare, it might be pretty good, but like if no one wants it, it might not be that good. Even if it's like super rare, people might not want it. Like it might just be hated beyond belief. A good example of this is the wrapping paper. Like these are super freaking rare. If you guys don't know, you guys might not even know that freaking wrapping paper existed. Like these are from 2016, 2017, and they were kind of hard to get. They're kind of used for crafting back in the day. But now that those events are over, you literally can't use them at all. So even though they're super rare, like no one cares. Or maybe people do care. That's 8-star demand. Wait a second. So that'd be real. If the wrapping paper were knives, like you'd probably be like the best knives in the game. Not even gonna lie to you. You can see this freaking gold wrapping paper is 500 value. It's better than any godly. It's like the best item in the game in terms of value. But in the supreme values that people have been telling me is more accurate, the gold wrap paper is only 220. It's pretty good. But it's not complete demand, only 5-star demand, but 10-star rarity because it's so freaking rare, like almost no one has it. Not even I have it. I used to have more wrapping paper, but I traded it away, and now all I have is the ultra wrapping paper. But then we can go on the other side of the spectrum, that items that a lot of people own. Like it's not that rare, but it's also super demanded, so it's pretty good. And I'd say probably the best example of this would be the Luger, okay? The Luger's been in the game for like 6 years now, and you've been able to obtain it ever since. It's from Gunbox 1, the original Gunbox. But it's 90 value in the M2 value list. It's more rare than the newest guns from the newest boxes. It really surprises me because Luger is one of the oldest guns in the game. It's probably the oldest gun. Like Luger and Death Shard are probably the oldest gollies. Probably the first gollies in the game. And you can still obtain it to this day. You can still get it, but it's 90 value. Because everyone freaking wants a Luger. I think Lugers are like real world guns that you can use. So that's probably why people want it so much, I'd assume. And also there's a trend that there's just so many Lugers in the game. And I guess these Lugers are super demanded. And it's just the original Luger. But then there are items that are super rare and super demanded, like the Eternals. Like you could only get this from buying official MM2 merch that was like $20 at the minimum. So it's super rare and also super demanded, which is why they're the best gollies in the game. And then there's items that are not demanded at all and also super common, like the Seer. The Seer's not that good at all. So that's pretty much the basics of how items get their values, pretty much. It's just pretty much just supply and demand. But I guess now let's go over like items that are brand spanking new. How are you supposed to value items that just got added into the game? Like it's super hard to do that since like you don't know if it's gonna be rare, you don't know if it's gonna be demanded. Or do you? Alright, so I will say pretty much any brand new item that's like, any item that's been out for like a week or less are always super demanded. Like super demanded. Like everyone wants them, so they just got added to the game. So not a whole lot of people have the items if they just got released. Like you barely have any time to even get these items if they just got added into the game. Almost everyone's gonna freaking want it. So let's put like Eggblade as an example, right? Usually item packs aren't really that good because yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but you can just instantly get it very easily. All you need is the Robux to buy it and then you'll be chilling. And technically, you could get infinite egg blades, I think. So if you had like hundreds of thousands of Robux, you could buy like so many egg blades. Which, I don't think anyone would do that, but you could. But when it just got released, like, it was super good. Because it just got released and like almost no one had it. Though people were trading hefty items for it, like when Eggblade just got released, people were trading, like, remember when I was talking about Lugers? Yeah, people would be trading Lugers for Eggblades, like Heats, like a lot of these tier 2 items pretty much, like people would trade a lot of these and you get some pretty good offers for an item that's only 15 value now and is literally the worst godly besides tier. Like it's pretty trash right now. I'm not gonna lie, but when it just got released, it was pretty hyped. And of course, when like events get released, like Halloween and Christmas, whenever those events get released, there's a lot of new gollies that you add into the game. They're all like super demanded. Like if there's like a very hard to get brand new item, like I guess let's talk about Icebreaker, for example. Because this was the newest rare item in the event. This would probably be like one of the rarest items in the game if you're playing like the day the Christmas update came out, because people could get this item the day it came out, like if you had the Robux for it. People would trade you like so many ancients for this Icebreaker. Like Elderwood Scythe, it might be worth like 75 more value than Icebreaker. It didn't matter. People would trade Elderwood Scythe and Hallow Scythe for it because it's just so new. Of course it's not new now, but back in the day it was super new, so like everyone wanted to get it, you know? Brand new items just have demand. They have super good demand. And since they're brand new, they're gonna have a little bit of rarity since people don't have a lot of time to get them. So new items are pretty much off the charts. So if you ever get a brand new item, try to trade it off while you can before the value goes down, because it's gonna be in the game for a little bit longer. Because it's gonna be in the game forever, so like it's gonna lose more and more value. So when the next item pack comes out, I'd buy it as soon as possible. Like if you have a lot of Robux, you can buy a ton of new item packs and just trade all the item packs items for rare godlies pretty much. And then you could be the new richest guy in the game because you had so many egg blades, because you had so many of the brand new item packs, and you just trade them off because they're brand new. So now you know about how to value like brand new items, right? I'll get to talk about how like each of the types of items get valued, like how you get like each item and how you'd value. It's like how are unboxables valued the way they are, how are item packs valued the way they are, how are other items valued the way they are. So item packs, we pretty much just talked about how item packs are. Item packs are usually never that good because, like we've said, you can just get them instantly, my dudeski. All you need is the Robux and then you'll get it. Very easy to get. I mean, it's a little bit hard to get if you don't have Robux, but it's very easy to get if you have a little bit of money. Compared to like unboxable items, where if you spend Robux on these boxes, you'll literally be gambling at this point because you won't always get the item. Which is why unboxable items are usually pretty decent. Like, even though they're going to be in the game, like, forever, or they might not be in the game forever, but for as far as we know, they're going to be in the game for quite a while. They're hard to get, because you could get a godly on your first box, and, like, you'll be chilling, or you'll spend, like, millions of coins trying to frickin' unbox a godly. Like, you can be super lucky or super unlucky, because I'm max level in this game, right? I've been playing this game for, like, 5 years now, and I've only unboxed 2 godlies in my lifetime. And I have not unboxed a single godly in years. The last godly I unboxed was in 2017. I have not unboxed a godly in like 3 years, my dude. So that's just pretty much the luck of the draw with unboxing, which is why they're usually always pretty decent because they're pretty hard to get. Because you just gotta be super lucky. Like, we don't even know how lucky you gotta be since the odds are just question. And then the chromas are just even more rare, so it's just... Chromas used to be the rarest items in the game. They used to be worth thousands of value in the value list, but They're like really good. I honestly have not even seen a chroma go by. Like ever in my lifetime of unboxing, I've never seen a chroma go by. I've seen godlies go by. I've never once even seen a chroma go by in a box before. But I guess we should say that duping does exist. And a lot of things I say in this video could just not be true because of duping. Like chromas would be like the best items in the game since they're super hard to get. It's like 1 in a million chance to unbox a chroma. But since everyone freaking duplicates items, they're not that good. That's why they used to be worth thousands of godlies, but now they're not. Because freaking everyone freaking duplicates them. Which really sucks that people go out of their way to freaking duplicate items, but it's really hard to like value items that have been like heavily duplicated. So an item could be super rare and super demanded, but everyone could freaking dupe them. So like, and then it just lose all of its value and demand. Like, I'll talk about Chill, for example. Like, Chill used to be worth, like, 1,000+ value, like, back in, like, 2017, 2016. So if it never got duplicated, it would probably be worth, like, 5,000 value or something. It would be super rare, and it would probably be the best item in the game, even above the chromas. But back in the day, Chill with the, well, Corrupt, actually. Let's talk about Corrupt. I forgot about Corrupt. Corrupt is worth 270 right now, so it's really good, actually. Corrupt is really decent. But Corrupt was probably the most duped item. Like, when Corrupt got released, there was only like 30-ish Corrupts back in the day. And it was worth like 5,000, 6,000 value back in the day. If it never got duplicated, it'd probably worth like 10,000, 20,000 value, something like that. It would just be so rare because if only 30 people have it out of the 100,000 players every day, like only 30 will have it. And now thousands of people have it because it got heavily duplicated. And now it's only worth 270, so it's just, I don't know. We talked about item packs. So if you guys are wondering why like a Mirror Laser Old Glory are so good now, even though they're item packs, these are item packs from like 5 years ago. Trust me, when I played back in 2016, Old Glory was worth literally 4 value. I was there. And Virtual and Blaster were worth 2 value. They were tied with Nightblade for like the worst godlies. Well, Seer was always worth 1. I'm pretty sure Nightblade was also worth 1, actually. Yeah, Blaster and Virtual are 2, but now they're like 95, 100. And the Mirror Laser and Old Glory are 4, and now they're 115, 110. So like, when they're limited edition, I should probably talk about that as well. Limited edition items will always like go up because you can't get any more of them in the game, and there's gonna be more and more people that join Murder Mystery, and also more and more people that quit Murder Mystery, and those people that quit might have these items. So limited edition items will get rarer and rarer as time goes on. Yo, I remember one time I traded Ice Dragon for Spider when Ice Dragon first got released. It was the same value back in the day, and now I'm realizing how much value I gained from doing that. Oh my goodness. And of course, unboxable items from back in the day, they were super good. It's kind of cool that Candy and Sugar still want some of the best goldies now, because they were back in the day and they still are now. They also got heavily duped. They were like 500 back in the day, and now they're like 200. But you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Apparently the gift exchange items are always going to be rare because Jingle Gun Lure Cane from the freaking gift exchange thing. If you like gift 100 gifts to people, you get these, and like they're always super good. So for Christmas update 2021, if there's a gift exchange, I'd highly recommend trying to get the item because they're super good. And if you guys are wondering about pets, yeah, pets might have like the same rarity as godlies, but they're not that demanded because they're pets. It isn't like a simulator game where pets are super demanded. Nah, the knives and guns are way more demanded than these things. It is cool to see. I don't know if these were actually duped or not. Because back in the day, Steamer was worth like 12, and now it's worth 300. So I don't even know if these were duped, so these might be pretty good, but they're pets, so most people don't care about them. Even though they're pretty hype. Like, I'm one of those people that think pets are sick. I've always been like that. I always thought pets were sick since no one really cares about them, but they're really cool. Yeah, no one really cares about them. And let's not forget commons. Like, when I said that all gollies have different values, and like some gollies are trash, some gollies are good. Same with commons. Like, some commons are really good. Like look at this. This freaking Blossom is worth 125 godly value, which is actually insane. But then there's also trash commons that are just worth commons. Yeah, don't sleep on the commons. They might not be that demanded though, because they're commons. Most people care about godlies, but legendaries to commons, pets, miscellaneous items, they got some value to them even though they're not that demanded. So I'm not even gonna talk about like the unique items because they're just, you're not gonna get these probably ever. Unless you're like one of the richest people in the world and want to trade so much value for one of these things. Oh yeah, good luck. And same with Nick Size, you're probably never gonna get this, let's be real. So yeah, that's pretty much all I really wanted to talk about values and stuff. If you guys have any questions that I did not answer in this video, please let me know, because there's a good chance that I didn't explain it that good, because I'm not the best at explaining things. Yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. And if this video did help you, please like and subscribe, because it does help me. We're gonna be at 2K subscribers really soon, so it would help. Alright, I'm gonna try to not make these outros as long as I usually make them because almost no one's watching. So making long outros is just a waste of time, so I'm just gonna end it here. So until next time, I'm Colbe. Goodbye.